Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1966 Smith Corona Super Sterling vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Beautiful bluish teal green color. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight. I'm going to line that up with the edge of the platen, which is the main roller that feeds the paper. And this is the left margin. I'm going to set that around 0 and the right one around 75. And this is the, oops, straighten that out a little bit. This is the paper bale that sits on top. It's got 2 adjustable rollers. Once you hear the bell, you're near the end of the margin. Hit this line space, get you back to the beginning. It skips 1, 2, or 3. Right now we have it on single. But if you want double, just flip that switch back 1 notch. It skips 2. 1 more, it skips 3. We're going to keep that on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line. Switch from black to red. There's a switch on the right side. Flip that down to the red indicator. It prints the bottom portion of the ribbon, which is red when you have it in the middle. It's not easy to get that in the middle on purpose. Because it doesn't print any ink at all, it just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. And when you have it up top on the black indicator, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. We're going to move that down for red. Beautiful. This is a no-nonsense typewriter, super reliable, fun to type on, beautiful color, and the print looks perfect. Pica typeface prints 10 characters per inch, which is the best for readability, eligibility, however you want to, edgeability, I don't know. It also comes in Elite. Most typewriters come with either or, 10 or 12. This one's the larger of the fonts, and the smaller 12 is Elite. This is Pica. Flip that switch forward on the right top there to unlock the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easier or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page or else it won't load correctly. Got a shift on each side and shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again, backspace on the left side. Very good. Touch control next to that, low, medium, and high. The higher you go, the more tension there is when you hit the keys. Do have to hit them a bit harder for them to print, but they respond faster, so you just want to play with that to gauge what your preference is as far as touch control goes. I'm going to put the color back up to black. Tab on the top right, this has a keyboard tab set. Right now they're set on 10 space intervals, so I'm just going to go through and clear each one of those by going to it and then hitting that CL button, fast action clear, and set. So now we shouldn't have any tab set, but I always like to set one somewhere in the middle so that way when you hit the tab button, it doesn't go slamming all the way to the end, causing wear and tear in your typewriter. By hitting that set button there, you can set as many tabs as you want on this model. Very good. MR stands for margin release. When you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that blocks you from printing. Hit that MR button. It does allow you to get past that and type all the way to the end. The hood slides forward like that. All the brand new ribbons loaded on the left, so it's pulling clockwise to the right. If you want to switch that direction, there's a switch behind the left spool. Flip it down to pull to the left, flip it up to pull to the right, and has an automatic reverse when you get to the end of the ribbon. There's a little metal piece on most ribbons that will pull either side on this ribbon guide there, and it will swap the direction back to the side it needs to go to indefinitely until the ribbon dries up. And if you don't have an eyelet at the end of your ribbon, then you can tie a knot and that should catch it. Carriage release on both sides. It's got the hard plastic carriage releases that break all the time. Super smooth carriage. So if you need a replacement, these are the originals, but if you need a replacement, I do sell the 3D printed replicas of these that work very good. Also the knobs. These are the original. Everything is original on this specific machine. This is your carriage lock. You flip it up, it releases the carriage and locks it in the middle, so when you have it in the case, it doesn't damage any of the internal components. Carriage release on the left side. Super smooth carriage. Excellent condition typewriter all the way around. If you push the button on the left knob, it disables the spacing so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You let it go, you get the clicks. Each one of those clicks is one space. And the same concept on the inside, there's a lever that flips down and disables the spacing. You flip it up, you get the clicks. And it has the page gauge on the inside there that just lets you know when you're starting to get close to the end of the page. If you load it right there underneath the 11, it feeds through and it starts to warn you on the left side there. 2 inches left, 1.5, 1 inch, and that's the end of the page. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.